Hi guys, today we are going to be talking about simplifying expressions and equations. Let's start by reviewing what an expression is. An expression is a mathematical sentence with numbers and or variables. So we have two different types of expressions. We have numerical expressions, which would be something that only has numbers mixed in. So 5 plus 4, 6 times 5, 25 divided by 5. Those would be examples of numerical expressions. Then we have something that we can add a variable into, and that would be considered an algebraic expression. So 7x plus 4x, 3 plus 2x plus 5, or x plus 3 minus 4x minus 2. Those would be considered algebraic expressions. Let's review an equation. So what is an equation? An equation is a mathematical sentence that states two expressions are equal. So we have 5 plus 4, 3 plus 6. Both of those expressions, we know the value would equal 9. So because the values are the same, we can set those equal to each other. We have 25 divided by 5 and 10 minus 5. Again, both of those expressions would simplify to 5. So we could set those equal to each other. Then we have our algebraic equations with a variable mixed in, which would be 7x plus 4x. Or 10x plus x, we could set those equal to each other because both of those values would equal 11x. So we'd have 11x on the left side and 11x on the right side of the equal sign. Then we have 3 plus 2x plus 5 and 2x plus 8. Those again could be set equal to each other. Now this next equation is a little bit different from the other two that we've seen. So we have variables on the left-hand side and we only have one number on the right-hand side. Even though it is only one number, it is still considered an expression, so we can set those values equal to each other. All right, when working with expressions, make sure you are simplifying as much as possible. That means to make sure that you don't have any more like terms and no parentheses are left. So for example, we have 4.5x minus 2y plus 3x. One thing we want to do is try to get all of our pieces together that are very similar. So we have the 4.5x and 3x, those can be combined. However, I can't just move everything around in my expression yet because I don't have addition signs throughout the entire thing. So I can change that subtraction sign into add the opposite. So then I'm able to use my different properties like commutative property to move things around within my expression. So I'm going to find and highlight my similar terms, and then I can shift those around so they're next to each other. So I have 4.5x plus 3x plus negative 2y. I can add those x's together, and I'm going to end up with 7.5x plus a negative 2y. Now remember, when we are adding that negative, that is the same thing as subtracting. So we really could write it as 7.5x minus 2y. All right, let's look at another example. Now we have 3 times 2x plus 4 minus 5x plus 5. So in this case, we actually want to look at the parentheses first and see if there's anything that we can do to combine the numbers with inside the parentheses. Well, in this case, there is nothing we can do to combine them. So we have 2x plus 4 on the inside. So I would now have to go to the outside and see if I can distribute the 3 to anything on the inside. And I can because I'm using multiplication. So I'm going to do 3 times 2x and 3 times 4. So I would get 6x plus 12. I still bring down the rest of my expression because I have not touched it yet. So I have minus 5x plus 5 added onto the end. Then I want to start by changing that subtraction sign into adding the opposite again. And then I can look for my similar operations or my similar terms. So I have 6x and a negative 5x, and I have a positive 12 and a positive 5. And I can move those around within my expression just like I did before. So I have 6x plus negative 5x plus 12 plus 5. So 6x plus negative 5 would give me 1x, and then a positive 12 plus 5 would give me a positive 17. So I could add those together to get my expression simplified. When working with equations, we are again trying to simplify them as much as possible. So we have 5 plus 4 and 3 plus 6. I can simplify both of those numbers down to get 9 and set those equal to each other. So that's just an example of a numerical equation. Then we have 6x plus 12 minus 2x. We can set that equal to 16. Now we are not solving this equation, we are just simplifying. So I'm going to be able to change that subtraction sign into add the opposite, and then I'm going to find my like terms. So my 6x and my negative 2x are similar, so I can start to combine those. And because they are opposite signs, 6x and negative 2x, they are opposite operations, a positive and a negative. We have 4x plus 12 would set equal to 16. One more example, we're just going to simplify down. So I have the 3 and the 5 that can be combined to get 8, and I can just bring down my 2x. Then I have my 7 plus 1 to get 8, and my 2 single x's, x plus x, would give me 2x, and add those together to get 2x plus 8 on the right-hand side as well. All right, we have a couple try on your owns. Here's your first example. Go ahead and pause the video. We have 3x plus 4 minus 2x. Try this one. You should get x plus 4. Here's your second try on your own. 3 minus 2 times 4x plus 6 plus 3x. Go ahead and pause the video. We should get negative 5x plus negative 9, or remember that add the negative or add the opposite, we get negative 5x minus 9. Try on your own number 3. 16x minus 5y plus 2 times 3x minus 4. Go ahead and pause the video and try on your own. We should end up with 22x minus 5y minus 8. Try on your own number 4. 3x plus 3 times 2x minus 4. Go ahead and pause the video and try on your own. We should end up with 9x minus 12. And the last try on your own, 2.5x plus 5/10 times 9x minus 4 plus 2.25. So we are going to pause our video and give this one a try on our own. And we should end up with 7x plus 25/100. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you were able to learn something about simplifying expressions and equations.